In my opinion, social media, the question you asked me is what do I think about social media, is the same question someone asked about television advertising in like 1951. It is the future. This is where we're going. It's going to have to be the cost of doing business in the future. People don't as much listen to the radio. They don't as much pay attention to commercials because you can fast forward through them, but everybody loves social media. So social media, the theory of social media, of implanting something in someone's head through social media is the future of advertising. How that applies to McNeill Engineering is when people go, what do structural engineers do? I have to go through a 30-second diatribe of what we do. In social media, I can send out a picture and maybe a 3-line blurb on Facebook or Twitter, and they get what I do. Before I met Jeremiah, before we hired Social 5, we were lost. It was like you know how to get somewhere, you know you need to be there, but you don't know the path. And so you're just searching your way through and fumbling your way through. You may eventually get there, but by that time the world may have passed you by. Social 5 is the train on the lightning rail to getting you where you need to be in social media. We were doing everything we could to put content out there, but we were, being engineers, we were not writers. Being engineers, we're not marketers. So we just did the best we could, and it wasn't adequate at all. Social 5 has our, what I call our electronic business card, and then they take care of all of our other social media needs, such as their Facebook posts, writing our Facebook posts, creating content for our Facebook, and more importantly, overall, keeping us relevant in the social media world. McNeill Engineering is about the only engineering company I know of that is relevant, that shows up on people's news feeds in this area, or maybe, who knows, maybe even the world, because of Social 5 putting out not just content, but meaningful content that people want to see and can comment on. The mobile business card and the mobile suite that Social 5 gives us eliminates the need for me to carry around a stack of business cards yay high. I know when I give someone my number through that mobile suite, they're not going to put it in their stack of business cards and forget about it. Because number one, I know who they are, they knew who I am, and they're going to have a reminder of who I am every month. In my opinion, how can you have a company that calls themselves a green company, that says that we care about the environment, when I'm handing out slips of paper to everybody and everybody on my team's handing out slips of paper to everybody? We are truly caring about the environment by not wasting any natural resources, just giving you our phone number. So I've required everybody in my team to have the mobile suite, and everybody is thank you for that, because now, once again, we don't need to worry about business cards, entering them into Outlook, anything like that. At Social 5, the transition and the onboarding was very simple. I knew what I wanted to say, but it was very difficult for me to say it adequately because I'm an engineer. I don't know how to write like that. They were very attentive. They understood that what my end goal was. They understood what I needed. And so they took what I gave them and turned it into something that I know I couldn't have created myself. They took my vision and made it happen. Well, what I like about Social 5 and what they've done for us is that they'll find for me an article of structural engineering or civil engineering relevance. They'll basically attach to that the McNeill Engineering name such that we can comment on it, such that it creates the likes and the comments on Facebook, so to speak. It's not something that I have to do, and it's relevant, meaning people will want to read that article because McNeill Engineering, through Social 5, alerted them to this fact. One particular was self-healing concrete, autogeneous healing concrete. It's a big issue now, concrete that cracks but then heals. Well, I have an opinion about that, but I don't know how I'd explain to you or someone else. Social 5 was able to put it in a really nice, concise manner, such that we can put it out there, and it actually got a lot of comments. In fact, one of the engineers at the LDS church called me up and was like, what about this? What do you think about this? And I would have never got a call from that guy had it not been for them. Now my name's in his head. So maybe if a project comes up or something, he knows who I am. They took the research time, they wrote something there that was very good, that had the McNeill Engineering name to it, that was basically we were able to use. Well, I can tell you this much. More people that I'm associated with have McNeill Engineering in their mind, just because when I would go to a meeting or something like that and sit down at the table, you all nod heads and smile. Wait for the guy to present the meeting or whatever. I can tell you right now, since Social 5, I've sat down, someone says something about, I like that article that you put on Facebook the other day. I enjoyed the something something. We get that interaction with our clients that we didn't have. Overall, it keeps me and my company fresh in their minds. This is the cost of doing business right now. If you don't get involved in social media right now, it's the guy that stays in the buggy whip factory hoping for someone to come and buy a buggy whip as cars are driving by. That's what it is. So you have to do it. Social 5 University is really good because we all want to learn, what is this social media? What is this phenomenon that we now see going on? And what do we do with it? Now, you can black box it and hire someone like Social 5 to do it for you. But not only that, you can become active in it and learn how you can further participate. So you can have them help you out by doing their thing, and then you add on to that by doing your thing, therefore making your experience and your presence in social media even bigger. And so if you understand social media, you understand how it works, and then you can help them create content. Then you can create content yourself. And so that together as a team, you make yourself and your company more relevant. A lot of people in our company didn't participate in social media because they didn't understand it, and they didn't understand the importance of it. Social 5 was able to come into our company and basically educate them as to what is social media and what we need to do as individuals to help the company. Since they came in, we've tripled, quadrupled, I don't know the exact numbers, our presence in social media through the number of likes we have, because it's exponential, on Facebook in particular. Well, with Social 5, a lot of people want to be bottom line people, and they look at the total price and they say, well, boy, that's a lot of money to pay, but you know what? It's always a cost to benefit ratio. Social media is the cost of doing business right now. And if you think that that's too much, I want you just to track your time and how much time you're spending thinking about content, creating content, or the fact that you're just not doing it. So in that cost to benefit ratio, you have to look at how much time your marketing department or your marketer is wasting trying to come up with content, even for your website or your social media sites. And what Social 5 can do for you is a fraction of what is being wasted in man hours by your marketing department. One of the unintended consequences of hiring Social 5 is that our marketer has not just learned about social media, but he's benefited himself just in how to be a better marketer. Because we all go to school, and by the time you're out of school, some of the stuff that you've learned is a little antiquated, or the new techniques come along. Social 5 and the Social 5 University has helped him become a better marketer because he's had a better understanding of how the world works and how social media works. You can have a box of tools, but if that box of tools was created in 1955 to fix a 1955 car, how are you going to fix a car in 2015? So when someone says they already have a marketer, that's fine. That marketer better be up to speed, because Social 5, that's all they do. The marketer's diversified and has to figure out all these different things. Social 5 is the modern day tool that you put in that marketing toolbox. What's really been fun working with Social 5 and putting McNeill Engineering out there is, one likes to have a cutting edge technology team. That's good for your clients. When you're putting out content and nobody else is, and people are seeing your content, you're seen as the cutting edge people. You're seen as the forefront of technology. And for an engineering company, that's extremely important. And so when you're in a meeting with colleagues and peers and they say, and people say, I saw that article that McNeill Engineering did, I saw that post that McNeill Engineering did, I always smile because I know the other guys want to know, oh, how do I do that? By co-branding, if you will, or by using Social 5, we've been able to put ourselves at the forefront of the social media, and that itself is a discussion that clients remember.